go. YeahBuddy Academy in the attack. I see already some cavalry being picked from them. Also some blue blue arbalists. Oh, what are they called?
Demence
Crossbows.
arbalists.
Sorry.
You were right. They're
Yeah,
arbalists.
okay.
They're demence
I
arbalists.
was right. Okay. I think I've never played them, so yeah.
They
not
are
really familiar
the best cav stopping unit right now. If you don't run much anti-cav, so it's very, they're expecting, I guess, the decent amount of cav out of Kermit Academy.
Yeah, and guess what?
If you know the Kermit main team, they love their green cav. The main Kermit team, I know for a fact, loves green units and green cav. But it doesn't look like we see much cav on either team, really.
I mean, Kermit Academy has one single dagger axe, I think it was, and that's all the cavalry they have. So we might see an 8-point hold, and that could be crazy because we've seen YeahBuddy Academy struggle against a wall hold before. Will they struggle again? Let's find out as soon as we have loaded in.
Let's see if Kermit Academy has the strategy that I know a decent one to destroy this bridge real quickly. Since you can't play Sardi like you can in ranks. So we get the goal. If you want to hold A, you got to destroy this bridge. Well, did they have a Orochi? Did you see?
I didn't really check because it was not familiar. You can destroy the bridge with a Orochi?
If you put braced Orochi on the bridge, it destroys the bridge. Yes.
That's crazy.
Just you X them on the bridge. Their brace hits the bridge.
I can guarantee you we will see this strategy just because you said it right now. We will see this strat in.
I will say we've seen it a month. I didn't just expose it. We've seen it in other games. I promise I didn't just expose it.
I thought you just exposed this strat.
No. It's been used in multiple games before and scrims. This is not a new. That's not a brand new stat. Trust me, my own team would kill me if I exposed it.
Let's just claim you have found out yourself and kept it secret just to tell it now on stream, and everyone is like, "Wow, that guy really knows the game." Okay. So right now we can see the defense is not even looking at the bridge. Nobody going there with the Orochi to do the stars trick. I will just call it like that. And it seems like YeahBuddy Academy, they're just sending over the 2 heroes to claim the B point, and that's all happening. All that's happening over towards B, or they are not even going for the B point, they're just going for the RT and using the RT that can hit onto the A point to at least destroy some artillery over there. I don't think they can hit any units placed next to A.
I mean, the units are close to A. They could bring them up, but if they're going to give B, there's no point in holding A. So it looks like we're going to get a C supply hold, kind of like the standard that we're used to seeing. Also, if a hero snuck behind here, there are Zakalia Militia just back by the supply point alone. If anyone from YB Academy won, kind of like a mission, a covert mission like you see Ripcats do, their unit would be probably dead.
Yeah, I mean, right now, Kermit Academy is falling back, so I think the Kirkus should be fine.
They'll be fine now, yeah.
Right here on the broadcast itself, but
the fact that no one has gone for B though yet for YB Academy is kind of shocking. Not one here just to make them worry about it.
Yeah, I mean, the B point, just having it capped could save them so much time. I think it would definitely be better to have the 2 players that were already on that supply point next to B to just run up the stairs, get B point, and then rotate from up there towards the A point. I mean, that strat right now is definitely the more safe one, and the breach is still up, so you can just go from A to be and cap it as YeahBuddy Academy is doing it right now. But I think the other strat would have probably saved them like 30 seconds, which can be a difference maker. Most of the time they are not, and I think it doesn't really matter, but maybe in the end, if 30 seconds would be the difference maker, we know where YeahBuddy Academy could have gotten those.
Well, YB is rotating down off the wall though.
That's interesting.
They're destroying
What are they
breach.
doing?
So watch is shooting the breach.
What
They're
is
pulling
the
a
strat for YeahBuddy?
They're gonna break breach and full a lot of cav through.
Probably.
Mm.
It feels like it. It definitely feels like it. I mean, we see already some cavalry roaming around and going towards the breach, but
Is it Kalian going up?
The rest is going up again. So, what exactly is the plan here? Kermit Academy not really reacting to any of this. They have 3 heroes on the left side of your screen, up on the, I would say, tower. Feels like a tower that
My only thought is the caller for YB Academy pressed tab and didn't like the unit enemy composition he saw and called for a switch to a different phase that they have set up to match them a little better. That's the only thing I can think just happened there.
Might be definitely a chance, because we have seen so many heroes just swap units. And I mean, if that was the case, that's just a beautiful way to do it. Just set everyone back, get new units, and then go with the perfect unit composition for this exact fight. And we can see here already some heroes going towards the C point, trying to capture this, while the rest is fighting for the supply. I don't think that's a fake. Everyone is going in. Coco's in the back, but there are flames also for both teams, and that one will be an interesting fight here. See which flames will get on top. And that trap might be massive, as YeahBuddy Academy is playing somewhat like the defense, while Kermit Academy is going as an aggressor here.
D point does start its tick. The flames are firing from both sides. Coco's throwing.
Oh, that fight is not done yet here. Flames still there for both sides going in. 1 unit of Dagger X, companion cavalry, so much cavalry in the back.
Flank.
And oh my goodness, YeahBuddy Academy just so strong with the flank once again. But the infantry fight
went the other way. Yep. But look at the C point. C point's half cap now.
Oh yes, so Kermit Academy, they have to come back there. And it feels like all the units they have left are hit or low, maybe half of the unit left, even less. So C point, not really an option for them right now. They have to swap units, and I think the supply point is blocked right now. 1 unit of cavalry trying to get on the C point, another unit of spear sergeants there to block it a little longer. And now the resupply is coming from the supply, but
forever for now, until Cav comes. Spear sergeants versus spear sergeants, it's kind of rough.
That's just the infinity fight here. But cavalry for the attackers, that one will deal with a lot of the defensive units here.
Supply is still blocked too.
Oh yes. But look at the amount of supplies coming in. But the trap, oh my god, the trap. That's 1, 2, 3 hits in it, 4 hits, 5, one massive in the end, and then the cavalry just wiping everything.
Another cav flank coming in for YB Academy.
That's just
the
exactly
cav play is just,
oh my god.
The cav play for YB Academy today has been extremely well. Kermit trying to hold on to the best they can.
Oh yes, but that's just a gone C point now. Kermit Academy, 3 heroes alive. That's just a full send to end point, and it feels like that map might be over in a few seconds here, as YeahBuddy Academy is only facing 4 heroes for the defense. That's just how you do it. Every one of the defense now respawning, but it might be already too late. 1 unit of stalwarts, 1 Siladas, and a unit of spear sergeants in the back.
Another great rev.
Oh my goodness. Those traps combined with the cavalry are just so strong.
As I believe these are Rattan Vipers getting up here to fire. Now the debuff will be coming in as well.
Oh my god. Endpoint almost wiped. Only spear sergeants on the point, it feels like. Stalwarts point will be captured in a few seconds. But YeahBuddy Academy is not going for the point capture. They are going for the full clear, but the flames of the defense will clear a ton of the infantry. Cavalry though is coming in. Companion cavalry dealing massive damage, and another beautiful trap here in the middle of the defensive units. Let's see if it hits, and it should hit in a few seconds. There we go. But the defense has rotated out of the most danger, so only a few hits there. But look at YeahBuddy Academy. They don't want to give it up. They refuse to retreat. They are going in again and again.
A supply point.
That's true. And that's exactly the reason probably why YeahBuddy Academy is pushing on and on. And the next beautiful trap. Oh my goodness. Those traps and the calf flanks.
Yeah. YB is now pulling from the supply point that is supposed to be Kermit's.
Last units off Kermit Academy.
Just a little off the miss.
Oh my goodness. But Kermit Academy once again respawning in the back, trying to get at least some control back, but those units on the endpoint are wiped. So Kermit Academy once again can't really go for the supply point, but have to go immediately to the endpoint, which will just cost them once again the opportunity to get the supply. And it feels like they still want to go to supply, but that might cost them the endpoint if they are not careful enough. Flames from YeahBuddy Academy wiping the Cylinders on the point, and that's the point being captured. Supply point still in the hands of YeahBuddy Academy, and like that, it feels like
death timers are crazy. It's the death timers are all over 40 seconds pretty much. There's not going to be much more coming back in for Kermit Academy unless his longsword can pull an absolute hero play out.
Yeah, it's on the point, but the next hero I see is a chained out, which will not really do much. And the longsword just lasted for 2 seconds, and then it just got wiped by the flames. And like that, I have to say, those traps on the C point, the one trap on the C point, and then immediately as the last hit of the trap hits it, every single piece of cavalry being thrown at that defense, that was just massive and impressive to see how strong the team play of YeahBuddy Academy is. Okay, we can see YeahBuddy Academy MVP Arian with 2 hero kills, 22 assists, and 187 troop kills. That's impressive. And the only other one coming at least close to that is Mr. Kale, once again with an impressive 169 unit kills and 5 hero kills. The most hero kills though for YeahBuddy Academy is Sicarius with 7. And yeah, we can also have a look at Kermit Academy. MVP for Kermit Academy, I can't really tell his name, that at least it's a short sword. Let's say at least this short sword on the top with 113 unit kills, which is quite good. But sadly the rest of his team didn't really meet the amount of unit kills he got. And if we look at the list of players, the only 2 guys with 3 hero kills are Ligard and Django, I think, and the rest is just lower than 3 hero kills. Once again, hero kills being a big factor in here, and of course the unit kills as usual. So let's have a look at the post-battle analysis. And you can just see the first 3 minutes, nothing happened, and then full on fight on the supply point. First of all, everything was quite normal, but then the fight on C was just a big difference maker here. YeahBuddy Academy killing so many more units. I think that's almost twice the amount they lost themselves, and with that lead they just carried it on to the endpoint. I think endpoint fight was quite good for the Kermit Academy team, but they were just down too many heroes, and like that were wiped from the point too fast and lost the fight. But I think the big difference maker here, the C point, the trap, the cavalry play, that was just so beautiful. And with that, game 1 for YeahBuddy Academy. Next up, we will see YeahBuddy Academy in the defense and Kermit Academy in the attack on exactly the same map. And this time it's Kermit Academy's time to try to get it to grasslands or be eliminated here on WallFort. We will see if they can succeed.
100%. Already more cav.
Yeah, more cavalry. and one guy with full blue, but I can't
That's
really tell
surely
if he
gonna change,
just
right?
wants to swap. Yeah, it has to. I mean, he's not swapping yet, but it kind of has to swap.
It would be a big throw. There he goes. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. YeahBuddy Academy doing something we are quite familiar with on the main YeahBuddy team, which is bringing just tons of
This is a
green
Sally.
pikemen. Probably,
This is a Sally.
yeah.
It looks
you're
like
right.
a Sally. There's
that
10
has to be
sets
a
of
Sally.
cav, bunch of green starts. This looks like a cheap Sally with some specialties with it.
It has to be, otherwise I can't explain it to myself. Kermit Academy, it feels like they're not ready for Sally. I don't see any anti-cav, it feels like. Only stalwarts. They have just reduced the amount of anti-cav after being wiped with cavalry, which is interesting. What are they planning to do? Do they wanna tell the cavalry to stop? I just have no idea. I don't see this threat from Kermit right now.
It's one of the problems about playing when you only scrim lower division teams. You don't run into Sally's much because it's a bold play, right? A lot of teams don't want to lose it right off the start of the game because you chose to be bold. So if you don't play against Sally as often, you're not used to dealing with a Sally. But this might not be because the gate controls are on the bottom. This isn't a Sally.
It's not, I think all the green units are on the outer 4, just making sure that one is in control, because you can't really push it when there are so many green pikes. You can just see them run back in masses and go back towards the B point, and I think that's exactly what YeahBuddy Academy just wants there. Make sure nobody gets the B point and then interrupt anyone from getting the A point. Right now, we can see the towers being pushed here towards the walls quite quickly. I don't see anything stopping them from doing so, and
it looks like YB Academy is focusing the Ram. Ram's sitting about 40% HP. They're going on 30.
That's true.
Yeah, you notice everything is shooting the Ram. Yeah, they're trying to stop the Ram.
Yeah, Kermit Academy is even shooting their own Ram, so they just know that one is over. They will just go for another one, I think. Why did they shoot their own Ram if they don't want to finish it then? Guys, you can't shoot your own Ram and then don't finish your own Ram. That's
there
just
goes
not
the Ram.
Here we go, and that one would definitely lead to a gate defense, because if the gate is still there, you can defend the bottom of the stairs, as we have talked about before. I don't know how many HP the breach has, but it feels like it's getting destroyed as well. I don't know from where. I can only
YeahBuddy Academy is switching their comp right now. They're getting rid of all these green pikes. They're full swapping to their actual comp.
Which could be too late if they want to defend the gate, and that one might be massive, but
the pole!
Like, oh my goodness!
The pole stopped the first two from hitting actual units. That is so unfortunate.
And a good call from YeahBuddy Academy to realize there's a trap coming. Don't pull new units. Send your units away from the supply. And right now you can pull again and just do it. Good watch out here. Somebody was really paying attention to a trap coming, called it to the whole team, and like that they saved every single unit. No one was hurt. You have mentioned before the pole really doing a good job for YeahBuddy Academy. They have placed it there correctly inside of their city. They knew exactly how to place it, and it just did a great job.
Oh god, how different this game would be if we set up all the barricades.
That would be crazy, to be honest. One interesting fact, many people I don't think know, is you can even destroy those barricades on the bottom with something like a trap, and like that walk over those barricades you can see in the middle of your screen right now, and don't have to force yourself through the narrow gateways. Yeah, it feels like Kermit Academy is struggling to go on.
YB Academy is not going to give this wall up without a hero fight at least.
But the concerning thing is the B point is already captured. So what are they looking for? They
don't want
they
these
destroyed
specialty.
the breach.
Oh,
didn't they? They had a dual blade running back inside because it ran outside, destroyed the breach, and like that, right now, nobody from Kermit Academy can go onto the walls there.
So they're forced down to the C point or the supply. They cannot go down the staircase and take the height advantage.
Yeah, and we can see here in the unit comp in the bottom already a ton of companion cav also on the field visible behind the C point. 4 times companion cav for the defense. And Kermit Academy really have to pay attention to this cavalry because otherwise they would just get wiped by it.
It looks like the longbow of YB Academy has already picked off 2 of the flames for Kermit as they push on the wall here.
That's massive. Kermit Academy making their first move, it feels like, towards the supply point, but I hope it's a fake because YeahBuddy is just prepared for it, and it feels like it's not. Everybody committing there, and if they do this quick, maybe YB's defense is too late. The flames are there, of course, but
the cab is already ready.
They have to rotate back. They have to rotate back, otherwise they will get wiped. And if they rotate back, oh my goodness, they're committing to this fight against all the flames. They are just going in. Cocos are the only hope, it feels like, for Kermit Academy, but the Cocos of YeahBuddy Academy are also there. And that fight is full in for both sides. Flank watch hopefully there for Kermit Academy. I don't see it right now.
The Howl's just eating the cav on the flank. But
that's
they do get
massive. Yeah, you say they do get through and get in the back of the Kermit Academy attackers, but the infantry still holding on strong. I think I have seen 1 unit of stalwarts being braced towards the back, which is great, dealing with the cavalry. And like that, Kermit Academy, it feels like they're getting a good trade, breaking through towards this point. Rat and Vipers in the back dealing massive damage. I think they are the unit that deals the most damage in the whole game right now.
The same thing that's happened in most of these fights. They're trading fine in the infantry, but they're losing the hero trade.
Oh yeah, but right now they are getting some more kills. I mean, 10 to 12 heroes for Kermit Academy, but they are getting some more hero kills, getting traded back though. And like that, I only see 3 more heroes on that supply point for Kermit Academy against it's 7 heroes from YeahBuddy Academy. That's just a massive difference. But the C point is good. But the cavalry, you say, the cavalry once again. Where's the anti-cav, Kermit? Where is it? You have to bring more of that one.
It's almost like some of these teams, when Phalanx gets banned, they don't know what to bring anymore. Where Modal may not be a great choice when you have Phalanx available, they're still a good anti-cav unit to bring when you don't have anything else. Yeah, especially absolutely. With their buff coming in the upcoming weeks.
There's
the
a buff.
C point does fall though. Yes, there's a buff coming to Modal.
I really am not well informed about the upcoming buffs, to be honest. C point, as you said, falls. And now Kermit Academy with a slight unit disadvantage, I would say, but a huge advantage in tier 5 units. You can see it here.
I don't think YeahBuddy Academy likes tier 5 that much. I feel like they're always at a deficit in tier 5. Like,
yeah,
I feel like
true.
They very value their tier 4 units.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But look at this. I mean, that's just a huge difference. 200 more units in tier 5 against the 140 in tier 4. That's just a massive difference. The only difference maker for YeahBuddy Academy is right now the tier 2s, really. They are 240 up in tier 2s, which is not too great. But I think overall you're right. YeahBuddy is kind of fine with this. They don't like the tier 5 that much. They like the tier 4. And of course the tier 2. You have just seen so many green pikes in the beginning, and they will slowly start to use them as well just to get the bleed in. Here we go, full push, Kermit Academy on to the endpoint. No hesitation, just going all in, one staircase, and okay, that's hopefully a bait.
If you look,
don't go in.
YeahBuddy has 2 cav ready to flank on one side of each already, and they're gonna make the full commitment to supply point. They're gonna take YeahBuddy's supply.
Oh, and that one might be massive. They are going in the flames from YeahBuddy.
Flames are a little off the mark. They're off the mark.
Too far away. Flames from Kermit Academy being
the flank with
also
the cav.
miss, but they are that cavalry getting them off, and like that Kermit Academy is struggling really to get the supply point to use YeahBuddy Academy's flames are strong, are still there this time. They are in the correct position, but I see a ton of red, but also a ton of blue, so nothing decided yet.
Once again, the cav flanks are just decimating these teams against YeahBuddy Academy. No one is stopping it. This is the second match we watched in a row where YeahBuddy Academy's cav is just getting into the backline for free. Like, no one's watching it. There's no one keeping an eye on the cav and just covering it off. Every fight, it's the time in and time out. Kermit Academy starts the initiation out great, is winning it, and then one cav charge just changes the whole fight.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's exactly what makes YeahBuddy Academy that strong right now here. And I really didn't like the decision of Kermit Academy to go for even less anti-cav this match, because I think they are almost out of stalwarts right now. They are probably almost out of halberdiers. What are they going to do against the amount of cavalry that YeahBuddy still has? I mean, I see 2 units of cavalry already here on the field, maybe more waiting in the pocket. Those will be just, once again, ridiculous amounts of damage.
So it's not like YeahBuddy Academy is running massive amounts of cav. They're running 2 to 3 cav, and it's just the like level of play the cav players are coming out with that is making the plays. They're not overwhelming with cav. It's just getting good angles and just getting in with it. There's not like which tells me that 1 or 2 more anti-cav for Kermit would stop that. Like, just one guy watching the flank, and you just completely counter this. But unfortunately, now we see the Men's Arbalist out, but is it too late?
Yeah, absolutely. We have seen before on the supply fight, 1 unit of YeahBuddy is doing a great job in the back, stopping the cavalry, but that was not enough.
Now, how's or not good enough to anti-cav? Yeah, they'll kill 1, but more than 1 unit plus a hero, 1 Paul X jumps in the center of him. And they're just going to disrupt the whole unit. The cav will get right through every time.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you should brace them at least in F1 formation, so you have a bigger field, and I think they even deal more damage to cavalry in F1 formation. I'm not too sure about that, but it at least feels like it. But yeah, no guarantee that's really correct, but at least place them further away from each other so they get disrupted harder. And I see, I think, 2 times halberdiers now on the side of Kermit Academy, which is good to see. I hope they are the flank watch. I hope both of them are the flank watch. Because, I mean, if the enemy has twice cavalry, you can almost guarantee them to at least send 1 in the back, maybe 2, and your stalwarts will always cover the front from cavalry. At least you can hope for it. Because if the stalwarts can't cover the front, halberdiers won't also cover the front. You can maybe place 1 completely in the back, 1 in the middle of your blob, and then you should be fine. But don't place your halberdiers if you have only 2 in the front. And I hope that's exactly what we will see here.
So for Kermit to win this with this unit deficit, they have to win this fight clean and block the supply. They cannot allow YeahBuddy Academy to double pull here. They have to limit them to dying and respawning with units to be able to stand a chance in this game. Being down 400 units here with 6 minutes left to play.
Yeah, absolutely. I've just checked on my own game the hero deaths, and it feels like it's almost even. I think Kermit Academy, they have a bit more deaths, but nobody is really above the 3 deaths. Many on 1 death, so it should be fine. Okay, many on 2 deaths for Kermit. Well, YeahBuddy have many on 1, but it should be fine. They have at least killed some more of YeahBuddy's players, and they can kinda deal with the respawn timers of YeahBuddy Academy, because after 1 death, I think it's 35 to 40 seconds respawn timer. That's quite long already. If you have 0 deaths, you are almost immediately respawning, but 1 is already quite good for Kermit. I think before they had like most of the defenders on 0
Kermit's
death.
gonna try the same push, but I don't like that Kermit's cav is like in the unit, the infantry blob. It's not gesturing, taking angles. It's just walking with the infantry instead of looking for fights to take. But Kermit's gonna full rotate back on these halves. That's a good pick.
Yeah, and like that, cavalry should be able to go in. The monastics against companion cav is not a good trade for the monastics, but now the fight on the point, cavalry just going straight in, dealing massive damage. I didn't expect them to go through like that one, and the other cavalry trying to rotate a bit around in the back. But once again, cavalry from YeahBuddy Academy coming in the back, but YeahBuddy is well placed correctly this time around, and Kermit Academy could have a chance there.
Ready to line up?
Oh.
They didn't block supply, so YeahBuddy Academy is just gonna cycle units.
Monastics charge going in though. Let's see it. Here they are breaking through quite good, but they get stopped from the stalwarts nonetheless. And I mean, stalwarts, they're just so tanky, and they just block cav charges so good. Supply point, as you mentioned before, is a big point here, and Kermit, it seems like they are winning this fight, but supply point will just do so much damage to them, because you can now see it. Units coming from the supply point being pulled there, more and more units. I see 5 units already coming from the supply. If you could have blocked the supply, you might have won this already, but cavalry coming in, and that's a massive cavalry from Kermit Academy here, dealing with some of the respawners or resuppliers, but Trap also doing a great job. There's more and more units, and I can't really see Kermit hold on to that endpoint.
No, with YeahBuddy Academy still being able to respawn here. Most of them on 1 death, so shorter respawn timers. Should be able to just rotate back in and easily clean this up. Still have 200 units. That last fight was much better from Kermit, but it just wasn't enough.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, cavalry they had this time around, they had, I think, 1 unit of YeahBuddies at least in the back, maybe 2. That was great. The cavalry that started to flank them in the back just got met by the YeahBuddies being dealt with immediately. And with that one, they had a good fight here, but they have already lost too many units, and they had no chance of blocking the supply, so there was just too much going on for Kermit's YeahBuddy taking the lead once again here in this match. Endpoint, I would say about 8 seconds to capture it, but Kermit won't have the time for that unless they get a miracle going here.
They're going to try one last push, but I don't think they're going to have the units to push into this. If you're YB Academy, you're saying pull your most healthy unit and just get ready to fight. And here comes the scraps of Kermit Academy.
One last desperate push. They have 1 unit of, I think, arbalests in the back and the rest of the units in the front, but you can just see so many tanky units from the defense, 2 times, 3 times stalwarts to face off, and I think already those stalwarts are just too tanky to break through.
The arbalest move instantly, fight 2 long swords.
Goodness.
Yeah.
So many units here just from all sides. One beautiful trap, maybe, potentially a massive trap, but just a too late trap. Endpoint will be captured a bit longer, but now already being blocked once again. The trap is good, but too late, definitely too late. You would have had to pre-trap that one just to have a chance, but the fight is over before the trap lands because it's just so far away.
I really hope Kermit Academy watches this game back and realizes their best fight is when they also had Cav involved. which they almost won the game off of. It was very close. They could have won it off of that fight if a few more things went slightly better in their direction. But let's just hope they learn from this, and we see them again next week and see if they can get themselves in a feudal. They have two more chances
yes,
at it.
Absolutely. I mean, I felt like Kermit, they are a really strong team. They just struggled with the cavalry flanks from YeahBuddy Academy and struggled with their own cav play. As you mentioned, their attack with cav was good. I think there was still slight placements of the cavalry, slight mischarges, missed opportunities. But in the end, the fight was good, and you can just go on with that fight. You can analyze what went well in that one particular fight and what didn't go well in the other ones. But here we are, YeahBuddy Academy taking their guaranteed spot in the feudal division. Congrats to YeahBuddy Academy. I would say they really deserve this spot.
Every single YeahBuddy Academy player at 1050.
Oh my god, that's crazy. I think I've never seen that before.
It's been a good bit since I've seen it, even in tournament play.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, most of the time the attackers have at least A+ rating, but full S tier is crazy. I mean, also Kermit Academy almost full S tier rating. That's
a good match in general.
Yeah, absolutely. Both teams really close to each other, and we can go with honor the MVP for Kermit Academy. 170 unit kills. I am curious to see what units he picked. I think I have to rewatch this because I want to know which units he had, and then the most contribution points from Django, the most support points from Dablo, and I think he had the most damage taken. So yeah, the MVO, MVS, and MVD, I think it is, going to Kermit, but still YeahBuddy Academy winning the match. Arisa with the MVP, 177 unit kills, massive game from him. But there are also other people getting amazing amounts of unit kills, and then beat Wolfie with 11 hero kills. That's crazy. Getting the double figures in hero kills is always impressive, and he just did a good job there on third place for his team. And I think we can have a look at the post-battle analysis as well. Here we go. First fight, really not too much to worry about. Kermit Academy with the halberdiers in the back. They struggled to hold off the cavalry, but in the end, I think Kermit, they got a good trade there, almost even for both sides. But then the second fight, that was just ridiculously bad. The cavalry flanks in the back just cost Kermit so much. You can see here a huge spike in unit deaths. And the last fight, you've mentioned it before, the last fight was good, and you can see it here also in the unit death. Kermit, they get a huge amount of unit kills against YeahBuddy Academy, but in the end, it was just not enough. They had already the loss from the fight before, and I think that one really cost them the match.
100%.